Very few indeed. Well under 30. It's rather alarming, is that, but still, our numbers are higher this year than they've ever been before at this time of the year, as far as numbers in members go. But that goes to prove that we have a very young club, and if we can carry on the spirit that we've already captured, I'm sure that the next few years is going to make history in this club. I'm quite confident about that. Tonight, just as you were having your tea, I quickly went round the boys' committee and found out too that there are only 3 boys who have been serving tonight in this tea that was on the boys' committee last year. Almost that's a new start. You know, the club captain's a new one, and it's a clean sweep. Well now, more congratulations to you younger boys and everybody concerned at the success of our recent club week. Well then, Wiley House wins the trophy. It wins the first 10 points. Now then, the Smith Trophy. That was awarded in 1947. And the first boy I see on the trophy to win it was Mr. Dawson's son, Kenneth, who unfortunately on international service can't be here tonight. He won it in 1947, and I don't know whether I'm right in saying that it was presented by the Duke of Gloucester, or probably I'm wrong, it was the house trophy that he got that night, but anyway, he was the first boy, and it was presented and given by a Mr. Walter Smith, who was very interested in the club, and also in our efforts that we were making for our club week, and he said that he would always give us a trophy to be competed for the boy who made the best effort, not necessarily making the biggest total, and each year we tried to be fair as to who should be the winner of that trophy. Well, this year I'm very pleased to say that the boy who's won it is a lad who has, without a doubt, come on strides in this club. He's given us our headaches in the early days. He's now one of our older boys, but I class him as one of our best lads in the club. But I can be quite honest and say that there was 8 boys that I had to consider who were running him a very close shave for the trophy. But the winner is Roland Sykes. And when I tell you he had 103 subscribers on his cards, it was obvious how hard that boy had worked. He wasn't bothered about anything else, only getting something in for his effort in club week, and he did very well beat his own individual target. And now, we had another boy who is a younger boy, and I felt that we perhaps should share a little of the prize, because Mr. Smith gives with the trophy 3 tickets to go to the pantomime. And with his permission, I've used one of these tickets to give to another lad who was a younger boy, and we consider to be a runner-up to Roland. So therefore I'm going to call upon our President, Mr. Carl Tetley, to present the Smith Trophy to Roland, and then to ask Peter Spence, who was the runner-up, to come up for the runner-up prize.
Well done.
Then you will see on your program that we have 2 other awards to give. Number 3 is the National Association of Boys Clubs National Fitness Certificate 4-star award, which has been won by one of our boys who, right out of his own pocket, went to one of the NABC training centres to have a go at the National Fitness Awards. And I referred to Brian Norton, and he came back and having passed 4 of the tests at St. Pierre, and we received the certificate a few weeks ago, and I thought it only right and proper that we should present it to him on this occasion of our Christmas party. So will Brian come forward and receive it? Now, finally, you'll see is the John Wiley Shield. Well, this, as most of you are aware, is the first time that it's been up for competition. And it was given to the club during the August holidays, and the boys' committee met and had to decide as to what this shield should be given for. And here is a copy of the minutes and rules that the boys' committee, your boys' committee, drew up as being the regulations and qualifications to win this Dr. Wiley Shield. Number one is that the competition should be open to all members over 16 years of age, including club captain, members of the boys' committee. Years of service to be taken into consideration. Number two, club loyalties to be considered. Number three, sportsmanship. Number four, the three fitnesses of the NABC. Number five, initiative. And number six, achievements. The winner to be chosen by the house leaders together with myself as club leader. Well, the house leader and myself met a few weeks ago, and we had been warned about a week prior to that we were going to meet and discuss and find out who we thought was supposed to win this trophy. And quite frankly, I wasn't looking forward to it because I thought we might have a bit of fun as to who it should be. But much to my surprise and pleasure, one boy was mentioned, I don't know by whom, quite out of the hat as it were, and everyone immediately agreed on him. And I think when I mention the boy's name, you'll all agree with me too. The boy is Alan Fletcher.
I'll do for a year.
I think we've all seen Alan at work this last 2 days decorating this hall. He's done this almost by himself this last 2 days, and there's no doubt about it, he has a gift for anything in connection with art. If you haven't already seen the art room, I think you will have. But if you haven't, you should go up and see the work that's been done there. And as you know, he has won 2 or 3 star awards in the NABC Arts Festivals during the past few years. In fact, there's one of his paintings now in London that has been on display in one of the main halls in London in connection with the Boys Club Week, the National Boys Club Week. And as you know, he's a Boys Committee lad, he's served his very well, he's gone through the brigade, and he's a lad that's not to be asked to do a job, he's a lad that sees it and gets it done. And that, I think, has been the spirit of our club in the past, and I'm sure he's set us a good example and a good lead to you younger lads to have a shot at someday perhaps winning that shield, which I hope is going to be the most coveted prize in the whole of our collection of trophies in our club. I'm sorry that Dr. Wiley couldn't be here tonight to see it presented. It's one of those unfortunate things, but still he'll be happy to know that Alan has won it. I'm sorry too that Mr. Iredale, who I might say Alan knew that you'd won this, he said yesterday that one thing that he was most disappointed about was that he couldn't be here tonight to see Alan receive that shield. Mr. Iredale, of course, I refer to, is the art teacher and thinks quite a lot of Alan. Well, there it is. Good luck to you, lad, and let's hope we have a good effort next year. Well, now, finally, it would be wrong of me not to ask our President, whom we're very delighted to see with us tonight, and Mrs. Tetley, to say a few words to us. I know you're waiting for that. It's been one of the highlights of our Christmas party for years, sir. We're proud of having you with us, and I can tell you this, boys, that every year, unfortunately, it seems to clash with a big dinner that he is always connected with, but he always puts our party first. I know that's happened for several years, and when I spoke to him at Club Week about the Christmas party, he said, yes, I think we'll be on the same day again. He got his diary out, I said, yes it is, but I shall be here.